So today we're going to take a look at logic gaps and just a quick illustration of an example of a logic gap. A logic gap is when you make a leap in your document that your audience can't make without additional help. You've somehow missed what your audience can do, and you've had expectations that were too far, and as a result they are going to be lost, confused, frustrated, all sorts of responses, and none of them are responses such as you want. Now, just as an illustration of this, we're going to take a look at something that I remember very vividly from when I was a kid, and that was way back in the day when cereal boxes didn't have DVDs in them, or video games or whatever it is that they come with now. And back then you only got little things on the back that would say, oh, find your way through the maze, or the one that we're going to talk about, which is how to draw a tiger. And basically these were little things that were tigers, lions, bears, oh my, whatever. But each one would have a series of steps that you would follow. And if you drew along with each step, then in theory you would end up with the finished product looking like what theirs looked like. So each one was kind of an illustrated step. And so let's take a look at how my experience with this worked. Step 1 was effectively draw a circle. And so I would draw my circle, or rather an oval, and I would look up and check out their step 1, and sure enough, yep, I had drawn my oval just right. Then, step 2, draw a polygon and connect it to the circle. Now, as you can see here, when I was looking at this drawing, I was saying, okay, well, I can see how that's becoming a tiger. Here's the head up here, this is going to be the main body, here's like the neck. And so, step 3 was to begin to add front legs, back legs, a tail, and some stripes. And so right here, I thought, okay, I'm following along pretty well. Now imagine my shock and horror when at step 4, all they said was, congratulations on your tiger, and theirs, rather than looking like what mine looks like, looked a little more like this. That's a logic gap. Somewhere along the line, what they were providing me with was not adequate for me to get to where they needed me to be. Now, granted, a lot of it's because I don't draw very well. I mean, really, there's no doubt about that. But part of it, too, is that they did not provide the necessary steps for me to get to the point that they wanted me to be at. And that's the difference between your audience getting this and your audience getting this. And that's why you need to have all of your logic gaps covered. Make sure there's nothing left that will lead your audience to produce this thing instead of the awesome tiger that you wanted them to produce.